In the ancient city of Uruk, behind towering walls that touched the heavens, there reigned a king named Gilgamesh, 2/3 divine, 1/3 mortal. He was unmatched in strength, beauty, and wisdom, but his heart was restless and proud. He drove the young men of Uruk to exhaustion with endless contests, and he claimed every bride before her husband could. The people cried out to the gods, begging for relief from the arrogance of their king. The gods heard their cries. From the clay of the earth, the goddess Uruk shaped a man equal to Gilgamesh in might. Enkidu, wild and untamed, covered in hair, running with gazelles, drinking from the rivers, tearing traps apart to free the beasts. He was a creature of the wilderness, innocent of human ways. A trapper, frightened by Enkidu's power, brought word to Gilgamesh. The king sent a temple courtesan, Shamhat, to civilize him. For days and nights Enkidu lay with her, learning the ways of love. When he rose, his strength had shifted. The beasts fled from him, and he felt the pull of the city. Shamhat guided him toward Uruk, speaking of the great king who awaited him. At the gates of Uruk, Enkidu confronted Gilgamesh. The two clashed in a furious battle, their strength shaking the very walls. They wrestled until neither could overcome the other. At last, they stopped, breathless, and laughter rose between them. In that struggle, each had found his equal. From then on, Gilgamesh and Enkidu became inseparable companions, brothers bound by destiny. Together they sought adventure. Gilgamesh proposed a daring quest, to journey to the cedar forest, home of the monstrous guardian Humbaba, placed there by the god Enlil. Despite the warnings of Uruk's elders and the pleas of his mother, Ninsun, Gilgamesh set out with Enkidu. Ninsun prayed for her son's safety and adopted Enkidu as her own, binding them even closer. After long days of travel, they reached the cedar forest. The air trembled with the roars of Humbaba. The monster appeared, his face twisted with terror and fire. Gilgamesh faltered, but Enkidu urged him on. With the blessing of the sun god Shamash, the two heroes struck together. They felled Humbaba, cutting off his head, and stripped the forest of its sacred cedars. Their triumph echoed through the land. But glory brought danger. The goddess Ishtar, overcome with desire, offered Gilgamesh her love. He spurned her, mocking her past lovers who met ruin in her arms. Furious, Ishtar stormed to the heavens and demanded vengeance. Her father Anu unleashed the bull of heaven upon Uruk. The beast brought famine and destruction, but Gilgamesh and Enkidu stood against it. They fought as one, plunging their blades deep, and the bull fell dead upon the earth. Victory turned to doom. The gods gathered in council, enraged that mortals had slain the bull of heaven. They decreed that one of the heroes must die. Enkidu fell ill, cursed by dreams of the underworld. His strength withered, and he lay stricken for 12 days. With bitter tears, Gilgamesh held his brother as life slipped away. Enkidu's death tore the king's heart apart. He saw for the first time the shadow of his own mortality. Mad with grief, Gilgamesh abandoned Uruk. He wandered the wilderness, clad in animal skins, searching for Utnapishtim, the immortal survivor of the great flood. "If death has taken Enkidu," he cried, "then I will find the secret of life everlasting." His journey carried him across deserts, over mountains, through darkness deep beneath the world, until he came to the edge of the Sea of Death. There he met Siduri, the tavern keeper of the gods, but Gilgamesh refused to turn back. With the help of Urshanabi the ferryman, he crossed the waters of death and found Utnapishtim. The old man told him the tale of the flood, how the gods once sought to destroy humankind, but Ea warned him, and he built a vast boat that saved life upon the earth. For this, the gods granted him immortality. Yet Utnapishtim told Gilgamesh the truth. Immortality was not for him. Still, pitying the broken king, he revealed a secret plant that grew at the bottom of the sea, a plant that could restore youth. Gilgamesh tied stones to his feet, dove into the deep, and seized the plant. His heart soared. At last, he had conquered death. But as he rested on his journey home, a serpent crept forth, stole the plant, and vanished into the waters. Watching the snake shed its skin and renew its life, Gilgamesh sank to the earth in despair. The gift was lost. Empty-handed, he returned to Uruk. Standing before its towering walls, he beheld the mighty city his hands had built. Slowly, he understood. Not eternal life, but lasting legacy. This was his destiny. His name, carved into stone, his deeds sung by generations. This was how he would live forever. Thus ended the long journey of Gilgamesh, king of Uruk, who sought immortality and found instead the wisdom of mortality.